Alright, hello, welcome to another video where we talk about disruption weapons. This time, the comments, or one of the comments, actually predicted the weapon that we're gonna be taking a look at, the burston prime. So, the first Incarnon weapon of this series, I don't think I'll put many more because I don't need to. You don't need an Incarnon weapon to play disruption, and matter of fact, Incarnon weapons are probably worse off than other weapons when it comes to disruption, but the burston itself is just too OP to give up. So before we take a look at the build, let's say that we have this with punch through. Punch through feels very nice, and since my wisp has quite a bit of armor, then I can actually make use of it. The other upgrade is this final magazine burst multi-shot, but you're not gonna use it because you take, you can take either magazine capacity 21. I like reload from empty because I do like using the burston as an actual weapon. And then we take the crit chance. Yeah, you can take the fatal affliction, but I don't really think it's much more worth it than building for crit chance and relying on the actual galvanized mod to get your additive gun CO. And as I said, the gun CO on this gun is additive because both firing modes are completely hitscan. And since both firing modes are completely hitscan, any hitscan weapon in this game has additive CO, if you didn't know. So this galvanized aptitude mode will stack additively. Now, that doesn't mean the gun is necessarily bad, because the damage of this gun is actually really high on its own. So, we're gonna showcase this in action, and I think I'm gonna go Lua for this. So, Lua would be the best thing to do, because it would be the hardest one by far. But I think people like seeing Grunier and maybe the new Talset eventually, if I decide to play the game. I don't really play the game currently, I'm doing other stuff. But, yeah, I have quite a bit of stuff to show you, even if I don't play the game that much, that will help you kill stuff faster, especially when it comes to disruption missions. Now, the burston prime Incarnon is not the easiest weapon to get. You need to basically go ahead, complete the entire story of the game, do everything on Zyrman, etc. And then you need to play Steel Path on the Duviri experience and on the circuit, reach rank 5 when its rotation comes around. It has a lot of stuff that have to align in order for you to get this weapon. And it doesn't become any easier, but it is so very worth it. As you can see from the challenges, haven't played at all. I just know what weapons I'm gonna put out and just putting them up. But I will play this update. I'm just waiting for stuff to be kind of fixed whenever an update comes out, so I don't need to do it later. So as you can see right now, we're getting quite a bit of red crits, especially with our Arcane Avenger that I use on my Wisp. I'll leave this here and do the white one. So I'm gonna show you without the Incarnon that it's really strong already. Because a lot of people only play these weapons for the old fire, the Incarnon fire, nothing else, but I'm gonna show that it's really strong without the Incarnon mode at all. So, our disruption target with strong compressor, and we kinda 3 burst him, probably 2 burst him if I let the bleed procs do their thing, but yeah, it would be quite good. Now I'm gonna show the same thing but with Eclipse, even though Eclipse is not the best. I think if you try to do disruption missions, many people will say Zaras, but Zaras has the downside that you need to aim for headshots even with your primer, and I do not like that. So we're gonna open the clips and do one of them with a normal fire and one of them with Incarnon fire. And the amazing thing about this gun is that the Incarnon mode has a lot of ammo. And I mean a lot of ammo. Oh shit, yeah. Alright, let's do this guy with the normal version. So, one burst with Eclipse and the other guy with Incarnon. So you see the Incarnon kinda goes nuts, regardless. It just kinda one-shots anything, really. And it has 600 ammo in the max, so it is really strong. You can really go crazy with it. So yeah, burston Incarnon is one of the Incarnon weapons that I would highly recommend getting, because yeah, it's just an all-rounder, really. It's one of the few Incarnon weapons that I can consider an easy all-rounder, because the AoE paired with the punch through that it already packs is really nice. So the bleed procs ain't much, but anything you can add in terms of dot procs will help your gun. So yeah, you can imagine this with that much ammo and barely any recoil. At the later stages, it will still do really well against demos, and it's really easy to charge. So as you see, I have this huge mag right here, almost never ending. Okay, it finally ended, and this is with Wisp's Fire, so you know, it is quite a bit. And now to charge it, not finding any tanky enemies, so I can charge it fast. Everything is a butcher. What the fuck? Legit, everyone is a butcher. Okay, but it's not even funny. Why is everyone a butcher? There you go. So basically, you need tankier enemies to charge it, because it does so much damage. You need something like a bombard or anything. I'm gonna like uncharge it real quick so I can try to find one. Here, Butcher Eximus. 1, 2 bursts and it's almost up again. So basically 3 bursts and you can easily get your charge up. And then you're back to this, so... You know, it doesn't really matter. It gets the job done very well. And it's really powerful as a gun. Easy to build, very easy to understand. Just a normal hits kind of weapon. Quite fun as well. In my opinion, weapons that work like this are quite fun. Hits can big ammunition pool. That is no priming whatsoever, in case you wanted to see. But priming obviously will make the weapon deal a lot more damage. So let's do some good priming on this guy. Yeah. You won't have any issues killing anybody like at any level. The only issues you may have when playing this in very high level would be surviving. If you're not good. If you're good, you just do that. And then you shoot freely and you survive. Duration builds on Wisp generally super good for surviving on high level. You can really abuse the invisibility from Wisps too, and make great use of it. Plus the third mode for the extra CC, so... Showcase him again. Very fast to kill. You may ask what is armor stripping even here, and it's the Kavat. The Kavat has a mod that can armor strip the enemy. Basically bites them and shreds armor by 120% or something, which makes 0 sense to say, but yeah. That's what it does, so... Last ammo. So you see his armor has gone down significantly. You can wait for the Kavat here, so you can do its thing if we want. It's gonna go and attack him. Do the thing. Oh, you know. There you go. And now he's normal. 2 shots, enough to kill. Oh, let's go to my already existing buffs. Don't mind me. And an Acolyte kill for shits and giggles. It's not great at Acolytes. You may say, well, you killed them super fast. Well, I'm used to start at one-shotting every Acolyte to level 1000, okay? So I'm gonna say it's not the greatest at killing Acolytes, but at the same time, it does okay, but I would probably suggest bringing something like a glaive prime to deal with the acolytes and one-shot them instead, and focus your burston as the main weapon to kill demos and groups of enemies, because it can really do that. It is really good at doing that. And this is also to show that not every gun that has additive CO is bad. Matter of fact, we will have some guns in this list that have additive CO, and they will still be not only just level cap viable, but top tier, just like the Burston is. So, that is it for this video. So in case you haven't noticed yet, this series will go primary, secondary melee all the time, and I will do in total 15 guns, so 5 guns from each class. This is the second gun from the primary class, so the next video will be the second gun from the secondary weapon class. So stay tuned for that. I'll have Discord and Twitch links in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.